Namaste, everyone in the 4 a.m. club. Welcome to the 30-day Japa challenge. So, I guess more than 35 of you have responded to the message and welcomed this 30-day Japa challenge. Many of you might already be doing mantra Japa already in your life. For some of you, it might be new process. So, I'm just giving you a glimpse of what this is. So, mantra Japa. We'll not go into details today. Let's just get started. I'll bring some philosophies later on as we progress. Okay. So mantra japa is a very, very powerful process, and it is also said to be one of the best methods for our Kali Yuga to cleanse our karmas and to evolve and seek and get liberation, moksha. So any mantra that you chant repeatedly has a powerful impact on multiple levels. Okay, for example, in fact, the definition of mantra itself, mananat trayate iti mantraha. So, which means mantra is that which protects the mind in multiple ways. So, when the mantra is chanted repeatedly, any mantra, it need not be specific mantra that we generally are aware of, any sound which is repeated has a powerful influence. And anyway, when we do that, why not chant something in which the syllables have innate power, seeded power in it? That's why we take the mantra of the divine divinity. So, yeah, so by doing mantra japa repeatedly, it has multiple levels of positive impact on us. First, it helps us in focusing our mind on that mantra japa, on that pronunciation of the mantra, on the name of the divine. So it helps us in developing concentration. So the mind doesn't wander here and there. However, as you start practicing, you'll figure out that many a times when we are actually chanting, when we are doing the japa of the mantra, we will be actually taking the name of the divine, but the mind will be operating in multiple threads. It will be wandering here and there. It will happen. That's okay to start with. Gradually, we will gain mastery over the wandering mind, and it will focus on the chanting itself. So it will help the chanting, that is japa of the mantra, helps us in developing concentration levels, and it will make us one point, that is concentration. It will cleanse our mind of the impurities. It will cleanse our karma sanskaras, and it will help us in calming down the mind by keeping the mind in the present moment. There are many additional advantages. We'll keep on discussing these in multiple videos over the next 30 days. Okay. Well, this is the importance of japa. Now, how to do it, which mantra to chant, what is the duration, etc. We'll discuss briefly today. So because tomorrow, 1st November is the starting date, right? Those of you who already are doing japa, you may skip this video. This is not for you. So please continue to do for the next 30 days. Those who are new, well, this might help you. Now, which mantra to chant? That's the number one question. Let's not overcomplicate in figuring out which one to chant. It doesn't matter. You pick any Ishta Devata. Would be, for example, Shiva. Om Namah Shivaya is the one of the mantras for Shiva. There are many. One of the being mantras being Om Namah Shivaya, simple, or just Om, for example, or Ganapati, Om Ganganapataye Namaha. So similarly, and Hanuman, for example, Om Hang Hanumataye Namaha. So like this, for different Ishta Devatas, there are different mantras to be chanted. Whichever you feel naturally drawn towards, just Google the mantra for the name of the divine. You will get the mantra. If it is confusing, because sometimes there are many mantras for one divine, if it is confusing, keep very simple mantra, just do Om chanting, that is fine. Okay, or whichever shloka that you have been chanting, that is also fine. Okay, so pick any one so that we chant the same for the next 30 days. Some of you who are already into mantra japa might be doing shorter ones. For example, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya for Vishnu, or Om Namah Shivaya, or Om Ganganapate Namaha, Om Hang Hanumate Namaha, Om Aim Rim Klim Chamundaya Vichai, etc. Or some of you might be doing longer verses. For example, Lalita Sahasranama, Aditya Hridayam, Vishnu Sahasranama, etc. So there, that goes on for about 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes based on at what pace you chant it. Or if you're doing repetition of one, you may do X number of times. Typically, it is done 108 times. Okay. So if you're already clear which mantra you're going to chant for the next 30 days, that's fine. If not, you would just pick any Ishta Devata and pick the corresponding mantra. Google it and find the Bija mantra. Next, how long to do, how many repetitions to do? If you're not a regular practitioner, if you're new, do it for 108 times, or you time it. I'll do it for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Okay. Any number of repetitions is fine. It need not always be 108 times. Okay. You can do it for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or you may do 50 times, 100 times, 200 times, etc. So you choose whatever is convenient for you. Okay. But typically it is done for 108 repetitions. So there are different mechanisms to count the repetition. Some people count it on the hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, and then additional 8, 108. Well, I'm not showing it in detail. That's one mechanism. This is how I learned from Funny, my yoga mentor. And you can use the Japa mala with 108 beads, but there are mechanisms on how to use it, how not to use it. You should not cross the Meru, etc. So if you're not well versed with these things, don't worry. You may simply use any other counting mechanism. Okay. So, or to start with, simply do it based on the X number of minutes. Okay. And not based on the number of counts. That's fine. Okay. So which mantra to chant is the first thing. For how long to chant, either number of repetitions or number of minutes that's convenient for you. 3, when to chant it. Mornings are better. Early morning is even better when you get up, freshen up. And if you can take bath and do it, even better. Otherwise, also you get up and freshen up and sit and do it in silence. It'll be nice, balanced, tranquil moment in the morning. That is also better. You can do it around the noon. There's no time. You can do it anytime, actually. Okay. You can do it in the evening. You can do it just before going to sleep as well. But preferably try to do it in the morning so that you don't keep it pending for the rest of the day. Okay. That is when to do it. So we covered the basics, which one you choose, whichever one as per your Ishta Devata, how long or how many times to repeat, and when to do it. Anything else? I think this is fine for now. Make a start. If nothing, just chant Om for any number of times or for any number of minutes that you can. Okay. And don't be very rigid on yourself that I need to do 1,500, etc. Start with small number of minutes, and consistency is more important than how many you do in the beginning. So those who are already practitioners of Japa, you may take it to the next level by either picking a slightly more optimally challenging duration or count, or the type of mantra itself. Okay. So I have decided to pick one and do it for the next 30 days. So we'll start from tomorrow. So from tomorrow, you will get another line item in the Sattvic habits, that is 30-day daily chanting. And when you complete it, go ahead and post an emoji for that. That will be an indication that you have completed the Japa for today. Okay. So if there are more questions, do send in questions, and we'll try to answer as the days progress. Okay. So this is the 30-day Japa challenge starting tomorrow, 1st November. Let's do it together and elevate the collective energy vibrations of all of us. Thank you.